Welcome and welcome back to the Flow of Life Tarot. Thanks for being here. I'm already feeling another shift in energy, a lot calmer, smoother and slower than energies of the last few days' readings. That said, there is a lot of powerful energy moving around in the collective right now. So as ever, take what resonates, leave the rest. Thanks for being here. Do feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. And we're just going to connect in and see what comes up. It is like those days at sea where the waves have this mix of choppy, and you see and then there's a bit of calm, and then there's tides, there's movement, and then calmness. There's definitely this swirling, and everything's very much about the elements and the earth and earth energetics. So very much embodying and feeling that in a visceral sense. I hope those words are making sense. Okay, we've got a lot here. Bottom of that King of Swords came up the other day. So keeping clear. What have we got here? Right. This is interesting energy. I don't know if you can see this clearly. Yeah. I think because there are so many changes and there is a releasing in the collective, and I think, the choppiness comes from also the resistance, right? Because obviously we hold on to things very tightly, as we can see here with the Four of Pentacles, and we can get very bound to our stuck thinking. It's very protective energy, but it's also very rooted energy. Ultimately, we are moving in towards a sense of satisfaction and working smoothly with these energies. And of course, we can see this movement from hanging on to being in this state of like feeling more comfortable with it, feeling comfortable with these shakes and the ups and the downs. And there is this fresh start, and it's a material start, it's a solid start, and we've got it backed by Queen of Wands. I'm just taking her as this Lilith energy today because Lilith keeps popping up quite strongly. So it is that kind of sassy, vibrant, sexy, flirty, feminine, divine feminine energy that we can all embody as masculine and feminine. And there we go, look, and this is what it's leading to. This cup of love and the King of Pentacles, which is a beautiful outcome. So I do feel, especially with this King of Swords here, it's being in that discernment, being in wisdom, holding on to that wisdom is important, and that is what will cut through this kind of BS with the clinging, reaching to this ultimate happiness and enjoying this fresh new start and this fresh love and embodying, that King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, it's interesting getting cards out straight away rather than doing long shuffle, because we get a nice story. Well, either way, we get a nice story. Let's see what draws all of this together. We've got the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and I feel this is going to focus these energies in this journey. And often with some of the reads, if you've seen some of the early ones, there is the sense of a flow. So it's where you've been, where you're at, and where you're headed, which is very much what I'm taking with this. This is, where is the current going? Where is the river flowing? So if you're very much in this clinging, holding on stage and feeling trapped and stuck in your head, don't worry, because you are going to be moving to the sense of satisfaction and relief and release and reprieve. That awesome feeling when you're in the flow, that's what I'm getting here with this combination of the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, which is about working harmoniously and working together. So being in that flow state, whether it's work, whether it's something else, projects, passion projects, life, day-to-day living, and this beautiful pathway through to a new horizon. Yeah, definitely sort of follows on from recent readings for sure, in a different energetic way and a lot smoother. Can we get Mystical Shaman Oracle? Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. There we go. Wild Woman. Okay. Again, I feel like this is a Lilith card and a Queen of Wands card, but not just Lilith, all the other sacred, divine, sacred feminine energies as well expressed through this. She has an open and loving heart, and she's dancing with the universe, dancing with the energies. So this is what surrounds you right now. This is what is uplifting you. Yeah, maybe. Let's see if there's any more tarot to follow this. Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't already clear, this is this happy life, this stability, this love, this embodying. And look, and as I said, this love. We've got that offer of love with the Page of Cups. This is what this is moving towards. Everything is being shaken up to embody this abundance. What have we got? We've got the water, earth, fire. We've got this offer of a cup of love. Yeah, that's what I'm moving out of. That started to flip, but didn't fully. I wanted to grab it. So this is energy that is being moved away from, which is, it's not even the polar opposite, it's just a whole other paradigm. But we can thank it and we can move on from it, and we can take the blessings of the wisdom and lessons learned from it. Yeah, it is that reminder to, as the Queen of Cups does, hold the grief and the sorrow, the aggro, the hassle and the competition. Hold that energy with loving compassion, forgiveness, and wisdom. That is our way through. That is how to navigate, by holding these energies, this pain, this suffering, with the wisdom of the Queen of Cups energy. So, you know, that's not to be in denial, but it is it's the compassion. And if you know, all you need to do is hold compassion for yourself, for your life lived. That is the key. That self-love is the key to everything. Hold firm to that, and everything else will find its flow, find its balance. Let's see if there's anything else you need to know. Yeah, this alchemical process that you are completing and moving through. You know, this is how you can see it, alchemizing this clinging, this stuck, this loss, abandonment, rejectment, hurt, pain, struggle, strife. You know, all of all the stories in the world, of all the stories of humanity, taking it all and alchemizing it. I mean, that is the ultimate journey of humanity that we see through the ages, this alchemical process. It's finding that balance. It's making me think of that Dr. David Hawkins' book, Power versus Force, I think is the title. So worth having a look at that if you're interested in any of his work. He's got at least 12 books, I think, on consciousness, and an amazing career, decades of work. I'm sure anyone's here may have already heard of him, but if you're new to him, it's worth a look. Yeah, that might bring in fresh new thinking and fresh new ideas and a fresh way of seeing things. We can have the blade of wisdom and truth whilst also holding this cup of compassion. You know, they're not mutually exclusive. Yeah, ultimate healing. Star card here. So we've got two major arcanas flanking this wild woman with this Ace of Swords in the middle. This is divine truth. So this isn't a clinging and a holding on, this is an allowing process. It just seems to be that way, doesn't it? That seems to be what life is, and Mother Earth is always showing us how to do that, with the seasons, with the cycles, with day and night, with the movement of the stars across our horizon, with the clouds, with the wind. She's showing us the secrets all the time, in every plant, in every flower, in every insect. She's showing us how to be, how to navigate the world, how to live, how to be our best selves, and move forward. our future. Yeah, moving away from that self-sabotage energy, moving into this Empress energy that is Mother Gaia. Yeah, moving on. Six of Swords is all about moving on from stuck thinking, moving on from strain, stress and troubles, moving on from all of those energies into this Empress energy. It's been a long journey. It doesn't matter what your gender is and how you identify, but the journey is well underway, no matter what it may seem like. So there's so much good energy here for you. This is a very gentle message. I feel sort of just soothing over the messages from the last few days. I hope that makes sense. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.